Hi, I'm Whelan Barzey from the British Blacklist, and today we're joined by two of the main cast members for the new Amazon Prime series, Them, the exceptionally talented duo of Ashley Thomas and Deborah Ayorinde. Apologies, I'm reading off of a small phone screen. Love you guys. Two of the finest exports that London has ever put out into the world, even though they don't speak in their accents anymore. Ashley puts his on sometimes, at least. Deborah, not so much.
Yay! So proud.
No, my London accent is still there.
Oh, man.
It's still there. Give it to them, Deborah. You should give it to them.
So before I even ask about the film, how are you guys both doing? You've been doing the medium runs. What are your energy levels like, guys? How are you feeling?
Ooh, we're hanging in there.
We're good, my brother. We're good, man. We're good. You get me? It's just good to link and talk, you know what I mean?
Bro, peace and blessings, man. That's lovely to hear, man. The reason I have to ask how you guys are doing is because in the series, which is set in 1950s America, which is probably one of the toughest times to be a Black person because of the overt racism and oppression. As Black people, jumping into a time machine is not really something we've ever wanted to do too much because where we are now is probably one of the best spaces we've been. So what was it like mentally to take yourselves back to that time period? And did it ever get a bit tough on set?
I think this role to date is the hardest role I've ever had to do, but also the most fulfilling. It was every day was a little bit different. But I think what helped me is leaning on Ashley, leaning on Melody, leaning on Shahadi, and just us kind of creating this family. Like that was really, really genuine. And also getting therapy during the process, afterwards. I needed it, to kind of unpack, because Lucky gave me the opportunity to really tap into some trauma that I really got used to masking in my daily life. And she gave me the opportunity to really uncover that and lay it all out on the table. All the microaggressions, all the racism, all the sexism, just lay it out. And so I needed to do that to play her, but I also wanted to make sure that when I healed properly. So yeah, that was how I handled the process of filming.
Yeah, it was tough, like, having to uncover these triggering themes. For me, it was like just making sure that, I played this character authentically and that as real as possible, so that when people see it, they can either relate to it or understand, you know what I mean? So they either have empathy for this character, or they feel like, yep, that's me, that's how I would have reacted, and just relate to this character, you know what I mean? Here we have a man who loves his family unconditionally and has a heart and is present emotionally. And these are sort of like, this is an image that we don't typically see of young Black men portrayed in the media, do you know what I mean? So I was happy to really take on this character and give it everything that I had. I just wanted to make sure that I did the character justice. But when I first played it, before I even got the role, I was a little bit scared to play it. You know what I mean? It's just like such a weighty character, such a weighty story, and you feel responsible for these characters. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about me. It's not about what I'm trying to get across as Ashley Thomas on the screen. It's about Henry Emory. Like, it's about the character, who he is, and how I can best serve his story and the family story.
Most definitely, it resonated from a viewing perspective, and what really resonated, I think, was just seeing Black love on screen, albeit troubling circumstances nonetheless, but the chemistry between you guys and I know, Deborah, you like to reference your mother and your sisters quite a lot and how impactful they are. So I wanted to know if you drew from real life experience to create this family.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very close to my family. So just connecting with Ashley, Melody, Shahadi as a family was easy for me because like I said, I come from being very close to my family. And I think, like I kind of mentioned before, we needed to lean on each other. We needed to kind of create that, closeness to support each other through this process. And when Ashley and I sat down before we started filming and we had brunch and we literally talked for like, what was it, 4 hours?
Right.
And I think that honestly, like the show was probably the least thing we talked about. We talked about our lives, our upbringing, our dreams, everything, you know, journeys up until this point. And it was just really beautiful. So we became very fast friends. We felt like we knew each other for a really long time. And so it wasn't hard to kind of play that chemistry, you know, as actors, like you can do it if you don't have that connection, but it just makes it so much better when you have that genuine love and for each other, you know? Yeah. So I'm glad that you picked up on the Black love, you know, because definitely the horror aspect of being them and the racism and the sexism for me as well, or for Lucky as well, is certainly, you know, paramount and important to notice. But I think it's also important to notice the Black love and how even the Emorys had to maintain that Black love in order to get through what they were experiencing. So I'm really glad that you picked up on that.
That's what we wanted. How can like to see like Black love endure through these circumstances? You know what I mean? That's when you know the love is just even extra real. How strong is that? Do you know what I mean? That it can survive and come out the other side. So and this is what people have been experiencing for hundreds of years, you know what I mean? Like surviving and sticking together and having to overcome these circumstances. Yeah, there's nothing like it, man.
I appreciate the transparency, guys, the honesty, because when I think of your own personal stories and your journeys, I know, Deborah, you've wanted to be in the entertainment field like forever. And Ashley, I know come from where I come from, shout out to West London and North Wheezy. From that particular space, you didn't see acting as a viable career option.
For me, so you don't see these things, do you know what I mean? And where, as you know, if you grew up around there, like I went to a free performing arts school because my family's poor, you get what I'm saying? We don't come from much. I'm a second generation immigrant from the Caribbean. My family's from Jamaica and Dominica, and they did a migration of their own. Do you get what I'm saying? They came over during the Windrush and they were searching for a better opportunity for their family. Do you know what I mean? And Black people historically have done that all over the world, whether that be wherever that is, whether like Deborah's family's from Nigeria, they've come over to try and get a better opportunity. My family's from Jamaica. Like there's people from the South who have moved north or in the Midwest or moved to the West Coast to search for a better opportunity for themselves, often in hostile environments. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, just the fact that we've even been able to overcome that, and then we're here talking to you now as actors, is testament to the opportunities that our families have fought for. Do you get what I'm saying? Like we're in very privileged positions, but I never get it misunderstood that that's my grandma's bravery that got me here. Do you get what I'm saying?
And growing up, like when I was in London, coming to America, like I didn't really see a lot of people that looked like me on screen, to be honest with you. Like I didn't see, especially I definitely didn't see us at the center of the frame at all, you know? So it was really hard to kind of hold on to that dream when you haven't really seen it, you know? I think there's a saying that says, if I can see it, I can be it. But what if you can't see it? You know, what if it's only in your head? So it's honestly surreal when I think about, I just posted on Instagram, like a picture of my younger self, and just thinking about the journey from that point to now, it's amazing, you know, and I feel really blessed that like, you know, Black British people, Black Americans, Nigerians can see themselves in my accomplishments and feel proud of themselves and feel like they can do it. Like I can be the can see for them, like that. I have no words for that feeling, you know?
And like, you know, coming from London, just even to see the trailer drop and then everyone be so excited and so supportive and feel inspired. You get what I'm saying? I'm getting mad messages already just about, yo, you're inspirational, or people are feeling inspired by, and it's not, I tend to think that a lot of these things are not by accident, you know what I'm saying? It's by design, you know? If you would know, I made a song called Black Boys back in the day. And, you know, it's just about inspiring our people and just making sure that we see each other on the screens, looking great, looking beautiful, looking handsome. Because if you, like Deborah said, if you don't see it, you know what I'm saying, you don't think you can be it. You got to see it to believe it, man. And that's in loads of walks of life. Obviously, there's a lot of times there's the first person to do it, and that person is always a visionary, and then they help to inspire other people to be able to get into that position.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. You guys are truly inspirations. Miss Ayorinde, I apologize because the Black platform will not be the one that butchers your name at all. So my serious apologies to you. And Mr. Thomas, also, thank you for your time, guys. I really appreciate you guys and look forward to seeing it and seeing the rest of the world's reaction to it, man. Peace and love, guys.
No, bro. Night, man.
Circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning on an ever spinning reel, like a snowball down a mountain or a carnival balloon, like a carousel that's turning, running rings around the moon, like a clock whose hands are sweeping past minutes of its face, and the world is like an apple whirling silently in space, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?